Okay, so we're back again working on this document, and as you could guess from my loss for narration in the last video, that I kind of am in a little bit over my comfort level with this, but I think I figured out how to do this. Um, I'm in the tab order editor, and I'm on page two of three, and I'm going to show the reading order panel. And here is our reading order editor. So it's telling me to draw a rectangle around the content and click one of the buttons below. So I'm going to draw a rectangle around this little line of text here, and I'm going to tag it as text and paragraph. Here's P. So that's our little visual indicator. Let's see. The the good thing to do for our reader would have been on this page to have headings to divide up these sections and use these heading tags to make it work right. I'm going to try to make a table out of this. I'm going to draw a line around here and draw a box around it. Now it's selected. I'm just going to say that it's a table. Okay. I'm going to select that table. I'm going to go into the table editor. And well, look at that. Adobe did something that makes sense to me. But we need to add a dividing line here. And what happens if I right click? Okay, here are our table options. Border cell, colors. Okay, we don't have a header row in this table, which is not good. Our cell properties, our header cell, data cell. Okay, what I would like to do is to split this into two. And it's not going to let me do this. No, I think I just messed it up. Okay. So let's clear this. Let's clear the page structure. Okay, let's try it again. There's no, okay, so there's no thing to just to make it a cell. Yeah, there it is. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, so that's text and paragraph. That's tagged like that. Then we're going to call this a cell. I'm going to call this a cell. There we go. This is a lot better. See, when text recognized it, it saw that this was a text item. And so the boundaries of our little um, boxes kind of indicate that it's a discrete thing, you know? Let's see. This is not fun. I'm going to tell you that this is not fun to do. It's very tedious. But it's good for the user because you go in and hand tag all this stuff. You're assured that the screen reader user is going to, in this case, be able to navigate these results from this handwritten survey form. You can see how the initial document layout coincides with the needs of the screen reader navigation. Luckily, the person who laid out this document was considerate enough to at least align all of these values vertically and then provide like enough space in between them for me to go in and grab each one of these initial things so I could tag it. And I don't know what this is going to do. This may have been a waste of effort. I'm not sure yet. So let's see. Let's just exit out of this thing and see what happens when we hit it with JAWS. I've only got a few minutes left on my little demo license, so we're going to do that, and then we're just going to call it a day.
JAWS for Windows. Forms underline evaluation.pdf-Adobe Acrobat Pro DC. Forms underline evaluation.pdf document. Page has no links. JAWS activation. Forms underline evaluation 8. Which screen reader software was used, if any? Left parent circle all and apply right parent. NVDA voiceover.
Okay, we're back, and I didn't actually do anything, but I looked and I found a setting. I erased all the previous work on this scanned in document. We're going to try and make it more accessible. During the OCR phase, initially I had chosen to create a searchable image, and then I realized there were more output options. So I'm going to select editable text and images, and then we'll go in and look at the structure of it and see if this was a better option or not. One of the reasons why I am a little rusty on some of these operations with PDF is because it's kind of a arcane practice, and you have to really delve deeply into it to get really good at it. But like I said, it's good for people, so it's something that at least we should be aware of. Okay, so I want to show the page content groups, structure types. Do we have any structure types? And nothing's showing up. Let's see. Show the reading order panel. And again, it didn't really tag anything. Yeah, I think we're just kind of stuck with building this thing. Now, this is simple enough to make this H1 text paragraph, text paragraph, text paragraph, text paragraph. Just kind of bite the bullet and plow through the thing. Now look at the order that it's setting for these guys. I've got one all the way down here. We've got two up here. I'm going to have to fix that. And it kind of bounces them back and forth. It, okay. I think I just killed it. Okay, so we've got some of these items that are a little bit out of order. Like we've got one, we want it to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 should be here where 8 is. So we go over to this order panel, we find the item 7, and then we're just going to, oh, look at that. We want 8. We want the item that says desktop to be after device is used. So we're going to grab this item and we're going to place it in between the existing 6 and 7, and now it's renumbered at 6, 7. Then we want 8 to be what 10 is. So we want 10 to be 8 now. So we'll bring up with current 10 after 7. There we go. And then we'll take 11 and bring it up under that 8. 9, and then 10 goes after 9, or 10 goes after the current 12 goes after the existing 9. You know, I did mention earlier that this is kind of a death march, and you're buying yourself a lot of work. So I'm not going to do this whole thing. I'm pretty, well, this 12 has to go away. Let's see, we're going to delete that structure. And then this is actually like a little table, and so I would like to try and format it as a little table. And I thank you for bearing with me while I dig into this, because I just can't walk away from it. You know, I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm doing it just because it makes sense to do it and cover it while we're in here. And here's our editor. We're going to show the reading order panel. Here are our items, and I'm going to select these guys and I'm going to turn them into a table. And my prediction is that it's going to merge a bunch of the cells together, and I'm not going to be able to unmerge them. Okay, so we're going to go into our table editor. Hey, look at that. That's actually pretty clean. Except for these two items here. And we got table cell properties, row span, column span, spans 3. Let's just make it span 1. And then select that, and no, that's not good. So that didn't do what I thought it was going to do. And I don't know. If I select that and I hit cell, it doesn't look like it changed anything. If I select that little text other and I try and tag it as a cell, I don't know that it did anything there either. It did assign it its own reading order number, so I don't really like that very much. So let's close this and then open this thing again. This is a very little finicky, finagly editor that has got a lot of idiosyncrasies that make it difficult to use. Here's my hand tool. Okay, that's the whole page. I didn't want that. There's our reading order panel, and I'm stuck in this editing mode, so let's make that a text paragraph. That's 14. This 13, and then this, there we go. Come on, give it to me. Let me have it. There we go. And go into the table editor, and it kind of looks like it. I don't know which operation I did that made it work, but yeah, it kind of didn't really work that well, and I wonder what that's going to sound like under JAWS. And one thing that I'd like to do is take this 13. I'm going to save this as something else. I'm going to keep the original pristine in case I want to go back and do something with that. So I want this to be, downloads is fine. And then I'm going to save it as 2. So I want to edit this PDF. And I want to use my little selection tool here. And I need to just get out of this thing here. And what I want to do is I want to edit this. I want to move this text over here, because remember I did do the there we go. I did actually, when I scanned this, I said that I wanted the text to be editable, so I should be able to grab this item, and thankfully it's it came from a word processing thing, so it's pretty recognizable. If this whole thing were handwritten, we wouldn't be doing any of this stuff. I mean, we could go in and transcribe the handwriting and completely reconstruct like a structure and content, like hidden layer with the image kind of floating on top of it. But that would be like something that the Smithsonian or the Ransom Center would hire a full-time person to do, and doing one page of it would probably take them a month. So we don't have those resources. Okay, so I'm going to save this again because I made my change. And I'm going to go back into the reading order, and I'm going to show the reading order panel, and I'm going to get rid of this tag for this 13. Page 2, not page 1, and 13 other. I just want to delete that. I don't like it. So I'm going to delete the selected item structure. And so we've got our table back here, and I'm going to select it and go to the table editor. And I mean, it looks like a table. It's got rows and cells. It doesn't have a header. The header would actually be useful for somebody, but it would be clunky for the purposes of just having a sheet to write on. So it's like a trade-off. Alright, I'm just checking to make sure that I'm recording everything. Okay, I'm always wary of losing 20 minutes of talking. And we'll get JAWS going, and hopefully I've got enough time left on this like allotment to
JAWS for Windows.
this.
Forms underline evaluation 2.pdf dash.
Okay, let's see if JAWS has any special
JAWS profession.
messages.
JAWS dialog. Welcome to JAWS. Please close all applications and press enter to restart your computer and desktop folder view list.
Yeah, it doesn't like me. Let's do something else. Let's do NVDA. I mean, JAWS is the standard, but NVDA will give you similar results, and it doesn't eat into my recording time.
Loading NVDA. Please wait. OK. 1/3C. Users Snala download. A. Order. Page. Text frame. Hide.
Okay.
Text frame. 1/3C. Users Snala down. IO/2. 1 desktop phone tablet 4. Operating system, Circle 1, ... 4. Windows 10 Pre. Windows 10 OS X or earlier Mac iOS Linux Android other 5. Web browser, Circle 1 Chrome Safari. Other 6. Assistive technology did you use? Software speech input software alternative input devices human assistance other.
Okay, it's just kind of reading whatever it wants to read.
1.
Let's do this.
Web accessibility questionnaire 1. Name of website, http://devhaphazardelectronics.pantheonsite.io/2.
Just close
Date
your eyes
accessed,
and listen.
5/6/2019. Time started 4.51s. Time finished 3. Device used, Circle 1 desktop phone tablet 4. Operating system, Circle 1, ... 4. Windows 10 pre-Windows 10 OS X or earlier Mac iOS Linux Android other 5. Web browser, Circle 1 Chrome Safari other 6. Did you use assistive technology to interact with the site? Yes. 7. If yes, which assistive technology did you use? Circle all that apply. No braille display, screen magnification software, speech input software, alternative input devices, human assistance other.
Okay, so
1/3
all right.
draw a cell. Speakers, volume 4, mute toggle.
Only one
1/3C, user snol link.
That's the way NVDA
Forms
is
evaluation
using
2.pdf Adobe.
contrast.
Application
The other thing is
contains
that
commands
this
to
is
manipulate.
in
Forms evaluate.
Acrobat.
Close it. Desktop list.
So maybe I would like
Desktop.
to check it
Desktop.
out in a web browser and see.
Recent file. Name form. Recent files grouping expanded. Forms evaluate. Desktop.
Oh, come on.
Recent files.
Let's do
Context menu. Edit with Adobe Acrobat. Open with menu. Recent files. 20. Untitled Google Chrome. Document. Unknown. Document. Blank. Outreach 36820. Volume. Mute toggle checkbox checked. Not checked. Select play. Outreach 36820190507105458. Google Chrome row 1 column 1. Document. Outreach 306. Web accessibility questionnaire. 1. Name of website, http://devhaphazardelectronics.pantheonsite.io/. 2. Date accessed, 5/6/2019. Time started heading level 2 for heading level 2, .51s, time finished. 3. Device used, Circle 1 desktop phone tablet. 4. Operating system, Circle 1. ... Windows 10 pre-Windows 10 OS X or earlier Mac iOS, Linux Android other. Windows 10 pre-Windows 10 OS X or earlier Mac iOS. OBS running applications. No Avid application NV NX set. Okay.
Okay, so that was our little half-assed deep dive into the sheer amount of forethought and work required to have a PDF that you would actually want to put out on the open web. One thing that I didn't do is pull down an exemplar of something good online, but I will kind of flake out a little bit and say that they're out there, but like I said before, doing these things where they're really, really good takes a substantial amount of effort. It's not trivial.